Good morning. I never got to do an update yesterday because I had my rest day and I started on my little bit of walk yesterday late, late in the afternoon. Um, and then once I arrived at my friend's trace, it was all, I hadn't seen her for a good while and it was. Uh, and we just sat there and talked and talked and talked. I think that's what we used to do when we used to hang out all the time in Clonakilty as well. So we just went straight there again. Yesterday, day 4 um, of from here to Jerusalem. Good morning. I'm Anja. Uh, I'm walking with my harp Sean. Together we're the Flauting Harper, and we're walking from here to Jerusalem. Oh, I have to put off the sound. Let me do that. Let me put it off completely. There we go. There we go. Together we're the Flauting Harper, and we're walking from West Cork, Clonakilty, to Jerusalem. Well, that's the plan. I'm attempting to do that. We started on the 2nd of April. That's 5 days ago now, so I think it's the 7th today. 7th of April, and I have arrived yesterday. I started on the trailhead of the St. Finbarr's Way, so I walked from Clonakilty to Drimoleague, a nice slow pace because I've had no time to train to go and do this. So the idea is that my conditioning is happening here in Ireland as I trek through the hills, and by the time I get to Dublin, I went the wrong way first. I headed for Drimoleague, so I headed west because that was the closest walking trailhead for hill walkers to where I live. And there is really no walkways out of Clonakilty. Otherwise, I've done it twice before and walked out of the road network, and I did not enjoy it. So yes, the day before yesterday, I was very excited that by the end of my walk, I found the first way markers. I walked up a lovely little incline, which gave me like a really short window into a memory that I have about walking into the Citadel in Besançon on my way to Rome. I think I nearly cried there. I didn't cry 2 days ago though. I was well able for it, but it went slow, and I arrived on the top of the rock in just above Drimoleague. I was going to go and see the Harry Clark studio windows in the Catholic church there, but I didn't. I didn't. I walked all the way there and I didn't go see the church windows. Am I feeling bad about that? It made me think of my friend Claudio Vai, from the who I met also on my way to Rome, and he used to say to me, I didn't stop enough to appreciate the art. Claudio, apparently you're still right. I don't appreciate enough of the art. Okay, so I carry my harp. That's about, I haven't weighed him, but it's heavy. I know the harp is 7 kilos, together with the bag is 10, and then there's all my stuff. I've got a hammock, I've got all kinds of stuff, and I brought the kitchen sink because it's always difficult to balance the pack initially. So at this moment in time, I'm carrying too much. I knew I didn't have to go very far yesterday, and my friend Trace would be home until 6. So I had time to spare, and I hung out with David Ross. Well, we hung out like he's a very busy man. They have the top of the rock park, which is the start of the St. Finbarr's Way, um, where they believe St. Finbarr walked to Gugambara, and he's been very involved with the development of this walk. And pilgrim walks in Ireland are a big thing, and of course, as a pilgrim, I have to go visit them. So, um, yeah, St. Finmar is from was a ride is from a bit further in inland originally, and he travelled all throughout Wales and Ireland and was preaching the gospel there. And this is he had a place out in Gugambara where uh, he ended up, where there is a little shrine to him. There's a little church there, and so I'm heading there first. It's actually lovely. It's always lovely on these walks to do the more contemplative bits. I know lots of people uh, don't really get into the spirituality of these walks, but it's really nice. The views were, I'm walking up to this part of the world, and I live in a very green part of um, of West Cork. So the lovely the postcards, lovely kind of green flowing Ireland, and then when you turn this way, what you see, it suddenly it turns rugged. It's grey, and it's different types of grey and yellows, and it's really beautiful. So it's kind of as if the it has been the countryside around me has been split in two different types of areas. And I've never walked in this part. It's very attractive. It's very, very lovely. So I spent the day doing a bit of contemplating, did a bit of stretching, and I helped out with some of the work out in the top of the rock. So I touched up some of the paint on the children's playhouse outside, and I had such a good time doing it. I kept thinking about my dad, if you do something, do it well, he always used to say. When you do something, do it well. So there's me with my little paintbrush, like touching up all the grey and the red on the playhouse, and it was good. I did a bit of raking, raked in some grass seed, opened some gates, like nothing strenuous. Had a bit to eat. Elizabeth there makes the best scones. Like, I've been making scones for the past 7 months in the kitchen where I was working. They weren't like rocks. They weren't the worst, but they definitely weren't as good as her scones. And then the fruit scones, they had this lovely cinnamony smell and taste. So it was good, and it was Glenillan butter. Oh my God, I'd forgotten how good that is. That is just so nice. So there was Glenillan butter and jam, and yeah, and the weather was good. It was a bit windy, so it was chilly. So I did spend the day outside. I did a bit of reading. Uh, I realized I have been kind of overwhelmed with everything. I've been, trying to get back to people and react to social media stuff, and it's a lot. But at around 4:30, I started walking, uh, and you can just walk out of the pub park, out of the top of the rock, and if you look down over the valley on that side, that's where the rock begins. So it goes around the land there. You don't have to go over the road, which was very, very, very nice. It's a really lovely way to start. I'd forgotten how nice it is. Once you come off the tarmac, like, it's a completely different experience walking. You don't have traffic, and you don't have any of these things to worry about. You can just walk, and it's quiet, and you can listen to you hear birds, you hear the water, you hear whatever is there. And of course, I got stuck straight away in a whole bunch of brambles. But it goes down there. It goes to the inland river, and then you cross the inland river there, and then you head over the road though past the Glen Inland Farm, which has a coffee shop during the summer. It wasn't open. This is the only thing in Drimoleague now. There is a good centre, but there is no, there is no coffee shop or anything. The Glen Inland summer thing is about it. The rest, there was stuff open after 12 o'clock. So that's why I just stayed in the pot park. It was really nice. They were so kind to me. Like, they were very, very, very kind to me. Um, you know, it's yeah. It always blows my mind how kind people are to me when I carry the harp around. But they really looked after me, and off I went. And after a while, walking over the road past the Glen Inland Farm, you come to the Deelish Cascade Walk. Now, it was very narrow. The path is really narrow, so I just about fit. Whenever there's brambles hanging over, I get stuck. Like I could feel it tugging at my bag and at my skirt, and it started raining. It was the first time that I had rain, and I did pack the harp for rain, but I didn't pack. I didn't take out the coffer for myself, so I got a bit wet. But I knew it wasn't very long. Like the Cascade Walk isn't very long. It's about 45 minutes, no more. And I was slow, but no more than an hour. Uh, now the Cascade Walk, like I said, the path is really narrow. You walk along the river. It is just so nice. And then when you come to the Cascades, like all the spring flowers, and there were an awful lot of wood animals, and what do you call them again? The flowers my mother is allergic to. I'll think of it now in a little while. And it was just lovely, in the sound of the water coming over the rocks, coming down. The Cascades itself, it goes on for a good bit. Very peaceful, very lovely. Yeah, nice walk. And then I was saying to my friend, it's amazing. She moved like all these years ago to Castledonovan, just off the route. So I've done the first part of the route. I'm at the bottom of the hill that I have to climb today. I had a talk with David Ross about the St. Finbarr's Walk, and given that this is my first climb, he said to just stay on the road, not do the detour to the top of the lake, because tomorrow, climbing into Gugambara, it's gonna be a good proper challenge. So slowly does it, easy does it. Today is going to be a very wet day, I understand. Um, the other reason to go over the road yesterday, I saw the part of the route next to the cascade in the storms, like one of the trees got uprooted and part of the path was gone. And I had to make decisions, where do you put your foot? Put your foot here, put your foot there. And it's still early days. Oh man, how I love it. Like, there's me with my walking stick, the harp. It's so empowering. Like, it's so empowering to just to have to focus on keeping your balance and not going down on the side of the mountain. It's exhilarating. It's lovely. I'm there looking at it going like, can I do this? I'm not so sure. What am I going to do? Like, how do I put the pack? Do I put it away? There were lots of brambles that had been cut away. There was a bit of a rope, but not really strong enough to have like my 80 kilos plus it's like 100 kilos coming down off it. So I navigated it and came out on the other side, and there went the adrenaline again. I'm a bit of an adrenaline junkie. Maybe I am. I made it through. Like, we just about now. I'm back in turnstile country. I was looking at the turnstiles And it made me laugh so much because the turnstiles, you walk in and then it has to go to the other side and you walk out. It's like a semicircle with a swinging gate in there. And the back doesn't fit. The back doesn't fit, so I have to go in there on my toes, like so that the back stays over the side of this of the semicircle. I remember doing all of this when I was in England 4 years ago. I have to do a good few of those, and I think there's a good few of those. Oh, sorry, step over the fence kind of things. So I'll have to concentrate a little bit. Uh, and David said, "Listen, Tim Finbar is not going to hold it against you if you just climb up on the road. We don't know what route he took exactly, so that's okay. There's going to be enough climbing as I go through the hills. So I'm not feeling bad about it. Now today I'm heading to Kealkill. So I arrived here. My friend Trace had just come home, and like I said, we just caught up and chatted all evening. It was lovely, and yeah, uh, we tried to not make it too late, but it was still late enough. And this morning, here we are. My phone is telling me, the weather is telling me that it's. I woke up because it was raining pretty hard, and my phone is telling me it's going to be raining all day, but it's beautiful, bright day right now out there. I wanted to do an update because I didn't do one yesterday evening. I'm going to go downstairs now, have a shower, and get ready for the day, I suppose. Um, I'll be arriving in Kealkill tonight. Future Forest have offered me a place to stay. That's still another 4 kilometers, so I want to leave early because this is going to be the longest day I've walked, and there is that big hill in there. Tomorrow I'm heading for Gugambara, which will be the end of the Symphony. Why am I feeling your thumb? Thumb is healing. Okay, it's still pretty numb, but it's more or less dry. So I'll be testing the rain gear, whether I did okay with my rain gear organization this time round. Tomorrow, Gugambara, a friend of mine has very, very kindly booked me a room in the hotel there. So after all the climbing, I will be able to climb into a bath and spend some time on my own. And then I'm heading for Ballingeary. I have a bed there as well. And then I'm heading for Ballingeary, which should be a short enough day. So a semi don't push too hard day. And then the next day, Ballivonia, I have no idea. I think I have no place to stay yet. I think it might be time to get on to the parish priest and see, can he help me? Can I stay somewhere? Because I know there's a church there. Can I stay maybe in church hall or whatever? Like, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Yeah, that's really it. I better go prep for the day. I haven't done an update outside yet. I think it's because I'm still afraid about battery life and navigation and all the kind of stuff. Uh, we've done the bag and things. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm not as stiff as I thought I would be. It was good that I only did a short walk. I'm very, very proud of myself that I'm not pushing as hard as I always used to do. Because, the body is, it's okay that it's sore, but I'm trying to be kind to my body so that I don't wreck it before I've started. I still have the really dry lips. I've been trying to drink enough water. This always happens when I start being outside a lot. When I go back to the walking every day, my lips get really dry. It should stop pretty soon. I look like a mess, like. That's okay as well. That's another thing, like your whole system changes. Like there's quite a lot of pressure, of course, in my system, and I can't really drink enough. And my appetites change. Like those girls from Northern Ireland with the bread and the cheese, like they were laughing so much. Uh, yeah, I'm going to enjoy today. Like I can't believe it. Like the sun is shining. Like it's just bright sunshine. I better get going. I better get the show on the road. My name is Anja. Together with Sean the Harp, I'm the Flauting Harper. This is From Here to Jerusalem. Start of day 5. And I hope to see you on the other side of today. If I have a bit of time this evening, I'll be working on posting some photographs and stuff. I'm gonna go get some cat love. There's 3 cats here. They're stunning. I'll see you all later. Thank you very much for helping me. Oh yeah, update on the fundraiser. I don't know. There's like GoFundMe team. Give me 500 euros. Like, thank you so much. That's amazing. Thank you so much. So I'm up to 3,000. It's just, yeah, thank you for making it possible for me to walk. Now, Mom, here we are. I'm with Trace. I'm going to go do some climbing. I'm being nice to myself. I hope you're really well. Know that I love you. Yeah, I love you very much. You're your mommy. You're my mommy. You're my mommy. I can hear you say, don't make such a fuss. But I'm here thinking about you all the time, yeah? And I love you. And for the rest of you, thank you for all the blessings, all the well wishes, all the kindness that I'm encountering. The world, you know, we have the potential to do great good in this world. And if we can't do great good, then at least I would like to try to do no harm. Okay, now before I start crying, I'm going to go. Thank you very much for being here with me today. And I'll see you all soon, later on, hopefully. Bye-bye. Have a good one.